Everyone, last time we ended with a battle against Manetric. And not so good for the trainer, the partner, Chikorita. Now again, Chikorita's only going to be there until we get to Cherrygrove. Maybe I would have been better off with Tentacool. I don't know. Well, heck, if this one dies, it's not as big of a deal. So, wow. Oh, well, thank you. And I use the experience code, so we should get a few levels at least. Good. 7. Now, my question for you, how do you think, or what do you think of Tentacool as a starter? Honestly, I think that it's a pretty good one. Ruby is actually a very good Pokemon when taught the right moves. Well, good enough. I'm gonna use Max Repel now until we get to the next town, or maybe a Repel. Yeah. Heck, I'm using a Repel for a few minutes till we get to the Route 46. Now, I believe we'll use Route 46 first. Yeah, till we get to Route 46. Okay. Now I'm curious whether you guys are upset I'm not keeping Chikorita. I mean, I know it doesn't seem fair, they're all useful. The only time now I will use Chikorita if it's the very last straw. If I need to have one Pokemon, and there is nothing else to replace it with, then maybe. But if I did decide to use Chikorita at all, it would be just during the gym battles, not during the Elite Four. Because that would be unfair. That's how Mrs. Exile did hers. She allowed gift Pokemon for the gym battles, but not during the Elite Four and the Champion battle. Just to make it a tad fair. I like kind of copying those a little bit because they give me an idea on how to do them. I mean, it's kind of fun that way. Also, even with the randomizer, I am going to allow the nuzlocke, which means, let's say I find Tentacool again. Well, I do not have to capture it, and I can still get a new encounter. I mean, it's hard to get duplicates with randomizer. It's rarer than in the real game. So I might give myself maybe 3 instead of 5. Since it's that rare. 3 duplicate Pokemon. But does not matter if it's a legendary or not. I gotta capture it or miss it. But I'm going to be able to capture it. Doesn't mean I have to use them. Like, let's say I capture a few Pokemon, maybe 6. By the time I got to Violet, or 5, whatever. And then I capture a 7th Pokemon. Well, I do not have to keep the 6 that I have. I can switch at any time with Pokemon that I've caught in the box, since it's not a wedlock. That is a rule. I can't use gift Pokemon. I'm making it that way. But I can only use gift Pokemon until I get at least 2 Pokemon, if I have to train. Now, while I'm getting the repel off, now, I want to know your guys' opinion on the randomizer. Randomizers tend to make things more fun because you never know what you're getting through the whole game. I mean, with the regular game you have an idea, right? But otherwise, with randomizer, nope. I mean, I've watched the randomizer be done with the pair of exiles. Now, this Pokemon, our second Pokemon on our team is going to be Hoppip. Well, it's a natural Pokemon, but it does not appear in this room, so it's still randomized. And a female one at that. We got a new grass type. Excellent. What should I name it? Yes. Well, I will decide after I capture it. It's a female like Ruby is. It evolves into a flying type as well once it's fully evolved. Yeah, it's already a flying type. It's a grass flying, which is very useful. So, gotta think. Now, Hoppip's data was added to the Pokedex. To keep from being blown away by wind, they gather in clusters, but they do enjoy gentle breezes. Should I name it? I have to think for an odd minute. So, I've decided on the name. It's a weird name for me to name it, but I decided to name it Berry. Because I was going to think of Strawberry because of the color now, but then when I realized that once it's fully evolved, it's blue, not pink. So Berry in general would be a really good name. Okay, well, I'm not going to put you through hardships of training yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch things around a little bit for I can battle Tentacle and raise their experience just a little. I mean, Berry will be too. Will be too weak to battle anything else. But I'm setting something up, so again, I'll be back in a minute. Hey, back with our new member, Hoppip, Berry. Although, nice design at the top, I do not take credit for these pictures here. I picked the ones that I really enjoyed, then I add them. In Arbok. Interesting choice. I suppose I could use Ruby against this one. Now I decided I'm not going to be too picky with levels here. Yeah, I should have taught it a psychic move or something. It's not going to end well there. Ouch. Good thing I got tons of potions. Ow. That absolutely hurts. Oh, well, I suppose it's not going to be a big problem that way. Then, I have pretty decent defense. Good for you, Ruby. Now I'm going to raise Berry a few levels up. So, Berry gained, whoa, that's better than the other. Good for you. He learned Sympathist. Level 5, good. Level 6, excellent. Level 7, pretty good. Tail Whip, level 8. Level 9. Level 10. Good, he learned an attacking move. Level 11. 12. Poison powder. That's actually not a bad idea. Splash is useless. Although Toxic would probably be better than both for that. Ruby gained 1,000, so this will take a few minutes. Anyway, while I am up to that, so far, what do you think of my team? I mean, pretty soon I'll have a Tentacruel and a Jumpluff, which is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. So, now, I'm going to get out of that grass. And I am going to use Repel again. Just to give me some time. Yeah, okay, I use Repel. There. Did pretty decent with that. Good job, Barry. So, what should I do for Falconer when it comes up? He has 3 weaknesses: Ice, Electric, and Rock. And Barry would not be a smart choice against him, because it's a grass type. And Tentacool, I could teach Ice Beam pretty easily. Although that would be kind of the, what do they call it, really cheap way out. But, I mean, the levels are close to his levels by now. And the flying might cut some of the weakness of the grass to flying. But, at the same time, Barry knows no moves that will be effective at all against Pidgey or Pidgeotto. And the others, trainers too. But first, we gotta think of Sprout Tower. I could probably teach Barry Aerial Ace to get through the Bellsprouts, but then again, I'll have to have an Ice Beam for the Hoot Hoot. So, I pretty much got it covered there. And here we are. He's gonna be getting us to walk. It depends on the Pokemon we get in the next route, what we'll be able to do. I could probably get away with them with my Barry and Ruby. Sprout Tower shouldn't be that hard. So, okay. Yep, following you. Kind of following you. As soon as we're done with this tour, I'm going to have to end this episode because there's only 2 minutes left of my recording software for this, so let's hope this tour will end in a short period of time. Oh yeah, so as possible. Thank you very much there, buddy. This is Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time on them a lot, so you better learn about them. Yeah, I know. Next place, the Pokemart. We buy items. Anyone who's new to this, which I doubt there is any, you can buy items, and the quality items will go up as you progress in the game. Mart, they sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. And then this is the route that we'll be catching our 3rd member at as well. Route 30. Route 30 is out this way. Traders will be battling their Pokemon. A little further, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. And they talk about the ocean. Lovely. Okay. To talk about... I will have to end this episode here, I am afraid.